Hello everyone, this is Simple Math for you. Today we are going to discuss graphing systems of equations part 2. أهلا بكم في Simple Math for you. نقوم بإكمال الجزء الثاني من درس رسم نظام المعادلات الخطية. Let's start. Graph each system and determine the number of solutions it has. If it has one solution, determine its coordinate, and we have two equations. We are asked to graph and determine number of solutions. مطلوب منا نرسم ونعين عدد الحلول المتوقعة يعني. So الخط الأول, the first line is y equals to minus 3. Everyone should know that this is a horizontal line passing through the minus 3. If y equals to a number, then it's a horizontal line. If x equals to a number, then it is a vertical line. So we will go to the minus 3 and graph horizontal line. If you forget that, you can rewrite it as y equals mx plus b. So it's 0x plus b, which is 3. So slope is 0. And slope is 0 means it's a horizontal line. Minus 3 will be your y-intercept. So this is the first equation. The second equation, let's change the color to see properly. Y equals x minus 3. If you compare it with y equals mx plus b, then your slope is 1, your y-intercept is minus 3. When you graph, you are free to choose the way you graph, the way you like. ممكن نختار أي طريقة نحبها للجرافينج. You can refer to lesson 4.1 graphing linear functions that we have discussed before. Refer to the channel and revise the graphing. ارجع وراجع الجرافينج. So b equals minus 3 is the starting point. أبدأ من المقطع y. And I will move according to the slope. أتحرك حسب السلوب. Slope is rise over run. So from this point, من هالنقطة أطلع واحد فوق و I run to the right 1. 1 and 1. So this is my line. If somebody wants to solve it using another technique, let's say he wants to generate table. If you generate table, you can assume x0 and replace x is 0, 0 minus 3 is minus 3. X is 1, 1 minus 3 is negative 2. If you plot the points, 1 and minus 3 is this point. 0, sorry, and minus 3 is this point. 1 and minus 2 is this point. So finally, we reach to the same line. The green line will be exactly the brown line if you match. That means we have here one solution. Point of intersection. في نقطة تقاطع وحيدة هنا. So here we have one solution. And the coordinates means الإحداثيات. X is 0 and Y is minus 3. Can we know that mentally? Yes, we can. They are sharing the same y-intercept. You should expect that they have one solution at 0 minus 3. ممكن تتوقع هذا لأنه لهم نفس مقطع y. Let's see here. Now, before we graph, we should expect that they are intersecting because the slopes are different here. So we can know that they are intersecting and we have one solution, even if they have the same y-intercept. Now let's graph the first line. The first line is y equals 4x plus 2. Again, this is the starting point at 2. You will move according to the slope, which is 4 over 1. Rise up 4. Run 1 to the right. So this is your second point. We will match. Now we will graph the second one, starting with minus 4, moving according to the slope. Negative 2 over 1 means down 2, right 1. So this is our line. Match. And as we have expected, مثل ما توقعنا, there is one solution. One solution. And this solution has coordinates -1 paired with -2. So we will write the solution. Okay, let's move to this question. We should expect that they have the same slope, different y-intercept. That means they are parallel lines, and that means there will be no solution. متوقع انه يكون خطان متوازيان لانه لهما نفس الميل. فلنرسم الاول. Now we can use table if you like. You can generate table. You can assume that x is 0. When x is 0, 0 minus 6 minus 6. When x1, 1 minus 6 is minus 5. 0 minus 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 here. 1 and minus 5 is over there. This is 1 and this is minus 5. And this is my first line. Second line, let's choose another color. Also, you can generate your table. Assume x0, so 0 plus 2, 2. Assume x1, 1 plus 2 is 3. So 1 and 3 will be here. This is 3. And this is your second line. Of course, it should be better than this. And as we have expected, the line are parallel lines. And that means there is no solution. لا يوجد حل for phi مجموعة خالية. لا يوجد نقطة تقاطع. Okay, here we are here. One of the questions, they are written in standard form. Equation 1, equation 2 are written in standard form. Yes, in standard form, I prefer to use the method of x-intercept, y-intercept. مقطع x ومقطع y للرسم is better. So if you want to graph this one, let's find x-intercept. To find x-intercept لإيجاد مقطع x, assume y is 0. So when y is 0, so x plus 0 is 4, يعني x is 4. If you want to find y-intercept, then x is 0, so 0 plus y is 4, then y is 4. Simply go to the graph paper. X is 4 on the x-axis. Y is 4 because it's x-intercept on the y-axis. And here we go. This is our line. If you want to graph the second line, 3x plus 3y equals to 12. By the way, we can simplify before we graph. You can divide everything by 3, and it is 3x over 3x, 3y over 3y, 12 over 3, 4, and we end up with the same original equation. That means it's the same line. We should expect that. So the second line will be on the first line. نفس المعادلة بالضبط. So infinitely many solutions here. All of these points are points of intersection. Okay. This is another type of questions here. Write and graph a system of equations to solve each linear equation. Remember, when you were solving this linear equation simply, we were subtracting x both sides. So 3x is 0. And when we divide, we get x equals to 0. This is what we used to do in chapter 1. هذه معادلة بسيطة وسهلة كنا نحلها هيك. بس الآن الوضع مختلف. Remember, we have x is 0. Remember that. We will transfer this or convert it into system of equations. يعني two equations. Simply take this part, this side, make it equals to y. So y is 3x plus 6. Take the second side and also make it equals to y. So we have two equations now, and this is our system. هذا نظام المعادلات المطلوب. الأولى خليها تساوي y والثانية تساوي y. صار عندنا نظام معادلات بمتغيرين وهما x و y. And we will graph the first one. As usual, you can use the x-intercept, y-intercept. You can use the table method, x-intercept, y-intercept method, whatever you like. If you want to use y-intercept slope method, so you start by 6 1 2 3 4 5 6 which is here. بس تعمل starting point هي y-intercept مقطع y ودائما نقطة البداية. Move according to the slope. Our slope here is 3 means 3 over 1. الميل 3 يعني 3 على 1. Rise اطلع 3 فوق 1 2 3. Run 1 to the right 1 إلى اليمين. إذا this is the starting point, the ending point, and we will match here the first line. The second line is y equals to 6, and we just discussed that. It's a horizontal line أفقي يمر ب6, so it's like this. And obviously they have one solution. We should expect كمان they have the same y-intercept, yeah. So the solution is one solution. We have one solution, and this solution is 0 and 6 if you find out coordinates 0 and 6. Actually, this is the 0 that we found before, which is x. How can I find y? We just replace, or we can see here y is always 6. So y equals to 6 is our y coordinate. We should expect that. So if you have multiple choice question, you can solve it linearly as well. No need to graph. Find x is 0 and put the x here or there, which is not here. So if you put 3 by 0, 0, 0 plus 6, 6, that is the value of y that I'm looking for. With that, we have converted simple linear equation to system of equation. حولنا معادلة خطية بسيطة إلى نظام معادلات ورسمناه وتأكدنا إن الجواب صحيح. Here we should expect also, if you refer to the old videos, old lessons, if you want to solve, if you subtract x from both sides, we end up with 1 equals to 3, means no solution. Right hand side is not equal to left hand side, يعني no solution, يعني the lines are parallel. And we should know that because the first equation is x plus 1, the second one is y equals to x plus 3. Both have the same slope as you have seen here, and that means the lines are parallel. Also in terms of slope, يعني برضه بمفهوم الميل عرفنا انه الميل نفسه هذا واحد وهذا واحد. اذا they have no solution between them, no intersection. But let's graph it anyway. Generating table for the first line. Assume x 0, assume 1. If it is 0, 0 plus 1, 1, 1 plus 1, 2, 0, 1. And we have 1 and 2. This is the first line. And if you want the second line, this is 0 and 1, 0 plus 3, 3, 1 plus 3, 4, 0, 3 is this 1, 1, 4 is this. So this is the second line. And we should expect that they are parallel lines. فعلا parallel lines, so we have no solution. يعني in all cases, يعني you train yourself that you can guess, expect the solution without graphing as well. Brilliant. Now, real life example. مسألة من الحياة. Bookstore makes profit of $2.5 in each book. يعمل ربح $2.5 للكتاب الواحد الذي يباع. They sell. So we have per one book and $0.75 per magazine in each magazine. كل مجلة magazine. They sell. One week the store sold X books, so we call this X for the books and Y for the magazines, for a weekly profit of $450. So the profit comes from where? The profit comes from selling the books and the magazines. Each book is sold أو has a profit of $2.5. كل كتاب عليه ربح $2.5. فإذا بعنا X كتب, if we sell X books, so the total profit coming from the books is 2.5x. The total profit coming from selling magazine is 0.5y. The total profit is their sum, and he said that the profit is 450. So this is the first equation that we are looking for. The total number of publications sold, total number of publications يعني including the books and the magazines, مجموع المبيعات, was 260. So the total number of applications coming from X books and Y magazines, so we are adding them to get 260, the total number. Now we have system of equations including fractions, including big numbers, and we are asked to graph. That's why graphing is not recommended manually. And inshallah, in the coming lessons, we are going to solve it algebraically using substitution, elimination in the next videos soon. And we will now use graphing software, which you like, called Desmos. In graphic software, Desmos, we plot, we write, we don't plot, we write the equation 1, equation 2, and we found that there is a point of intersection as you see here. 145 point something, 114.2. So I'll write here the solution, 145 and 114 approximately. Now you are asked to interpret the solution. Interpreting the solution means, tell me, what does that mean in the real life situation that we have here? شو معنى 145, 114? We said from the beginning that X is the number of books. So we have here 145 books. And we said that Y is number of magazines. So 114 magazines. What? They are selling them, so are sold or were sold to have profit of $450. Remember, before you write the equation, to check that you are adding dollars plus dollars to get the dollars. We have number plus number equals to a number. All should be consistent with each other. With that, we end up learning about the graphing system of equations and finding the solution, which has disadvantage of the misaccuracy. Sometimes it's long, sometimes you cannot graph it properly because of the decimals. You cannot get the solution accurately, actually. So inshallah, in the next lesson, we are going to solve systems of equations by substitution. Get in touch soon and see you. إلى اللقاء في الدرس القادم. شكرا جزيلا.